I really love Fortnite. I also really love Godzilla. So naturally, when it was announced that these two properties would finally be crossing over, I was ecstatic. Godzilla has easily been my most wanted character in the game ever since Epic fulfilled my Darth Maul request. Seriously, the prospect of playing as the Big G was one of my all-time favorite Godzilla designs ever, might I add, was a dream come true. And then the skin actually dropped and, well...
Is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby... Oh my goodness!
Let's just say I have some minor gripes with it. So if you can't already tell, this video will be a short critique on Godzilla's most recent appearance in Fortnite. Before it begins, however, I just want to make myself crystal clear. This video isn't an attack on any of the abilities of the Epic Games employees who worked on this skin, nor is it some sort of grand demand for them to remake the entire thing from scratch. I also don't want this video to come across as me being entitled. I'm simply giving my thoughts and critiques on the skin as a lifelong Godzilla fan. If someone at Epic Games sees this video or similar critiques and decides to tweak the skin accordingly, I'll be very happy. If not, then oh well. I understand that the Fortnite developers are overworked enough as it is, so if they don't have the time or resources to modify the skin, then fine, I'll live. With all that being said, however, let's finally go over the reasons why I think the Fortnite Godzilla skin is a bit of an atomic misfire. Using this comparison piece by the Twitter user Yellow Venom, we can get a pretty good idea of why the skin just doesn't work in its current form. My main concerns are as follows. In comparison to the movie model, the Fortnite model has had their arms and legs not only slightly extended, but also shifted around on his body. The tail has not only been shortened significantly, but now it's at an angle where it doesn't even touch the ground. Speaking of the tail, the tip of it starts to curve to the side for some unknown reason, leaving it lopsided. This is probably the most egregious thing wrong with the skin, given how blatant it is. The dorsal spines are not only shrunken down a bit, they're less edgy in general, and the neck has also been shortened, making the head much smaller altogether. The combination of all these flaws produces a rather uncanny take on the King of the Monsters. Honestly, this is less Godzilla and more Manzilla. When I say Manzilla, I don't mean he looks like a man in a suit like in the old Godzilla films. I mean he looks like a man that physically morphed into Godzilla. He seriously looks like the lizard from The Amazing Spider-Man 1. Like, just look at the placement of the arms. Notice how on the Fortnite model, they're connected to the side of the torso and bend straight down, but on the movie model, they're a bit closer to the chest and spread apart diagonally. It's because the model has been designed to fit over a human skeleton so that it may perform human actions. And that kind of ties into the core of why the skin kind of misses the mark. It's trying to fit human proportions and animations on the arguably the most animalistic version of the Godzilla character, both in terms of his design and movements. Godzilla having human proportions worked out fine when the character was a man in a suit, not so much when he's a fully CGI crocodile boy. I know they went with his appearance from Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire because of the Monsterverse brand connection, but Epic honestly should have just gone with a more traditional version of the character. So, those are my main issues with the skin. Now, to be completely fair, a lot of the issues I have with the skin stem from the sacrifices Epic had to make to get Godzilla in the game in the first place. It's something a lot of skins, particularly collab characters, have to go through in order to be playable at all. Tall characters have to be chopped down, small characters need to be made bigger, etc. In Godzilla's case, he has a lot of sacrifices. The body is so human-like to account for the pre-existing hitboxes and animations. The dorsal plates are smaller to account for backblings. The tail is shorter, again, because of hitboxes. These are always going to be unavoidable compromises to get this specific version of the character in the game. So, with all that information in mind, what should Epic do to improve this skin's design that doesn't involve remaking the entire thing from scratch? Well, believe it or not, I only have a measly 2 suggestions for how I would improve this skin in its current form. My first suggestion would be to extend the neck a bit. As it stands, the current model's neck is like a scrunched up accordion. Push that shit out a bit, man. My second suggestion would be to make the tail appear longer. I'm not saying they have to physically make it longer than what the hitbox allows for, they just need to make it appear appear longer than it actually is. My suggestion would be to just have the tail curve upwards or to the side. Would it look incredibly weird when the character moves? Oh, absolutely. Counter argument, however, it already looks weird as hell, so, you know, it really wouldn't hurt to try. Those are my two simple suggestions for how Epic could modify this skin in time for its January 17th release date. I haven't coded or modeled a single second in my life, so if my requests aren't possible for whatever reason, and this is genuinely the best Epic could do, then, like I said, I'll live. They really do need to fix the tail's lopsidedness, however. This makes the skin look unfinished. But I think that's all I have left to say on this subject matter. Ultimately, despite my critiques, I'm still really excited to use this skin in due time. I just wish, as a huge Godzilla fanboy, that it was a bit better in its execution. But who knows? Maybe in the future, I'll learn to love this little gremlin. But yeah, I'm rambling now, so let's wrap this up. Thanks for watching. This video is pretty short and much more scatterbrained than my usual content, but I just wanted to get my thoughts out on the skin. Do you guys agree with my assessment of the skin, or do you think it's fine as is? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, join my Discord server, and use my creator code the next time you check out at the item shop. That's gonna do it for me. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one.